Shalom everyone. We're having a beautiful journey at this week's Parsha, the journey of Yaakov, the patriarch, from Beersheba, from his parents' home to Haran. While going down, we know the famous story that he was laying down to sleep in the top place of the Beit HaMikdash, and we'll learn the story that he took some rocks and put them together around his head. And then we know the story that from the rocks that he put around his head, it was 12 rocks. It says for the 12 tribes, it became one rock, one stone. And we learned the story, the reason why Hashem made a miracle that from the 12 stones became one is because all the stones were arguing with each other who is going to be under the head of this great tzaddik Yaakov. Everyone wanted to be under the head of Yaakov. So Hashem did a solution. What was the solution? Became one rock, one stone. Comes a question, famous question, if there's an argument which stone should be the one that Yaakov should lay down his head, now that it's all one big stone, it's still going to be the same argument. Which part of the stone Yaakov Avinu is putting his head down? But we see there was no argument anymore. You know why? Because as soon as it became one stone, it's all one. When it's all one, it makes no difference where it is. And this became a beautiful message for us to learn what does it mean being united as Jewish people, as friends. We can be united as friends like the 12 stones being together. We all one, we care for each other, we love each other, we're concerned for each other. But it's a much deeper caring and loving for each other is when we become one stone. If we become one stone, it's not only a care for you, me and you, we become one. So I'm sensitive for your needs like for my needs. I become sensitive if you are lacking, I am lacking. And if you are joyful, I am joyful. So I just wanted to share, it was a famous story about the Rebbe's Farbrengen in the 60s. The Rebbe asked the middle of Farbrengen to say L'chaim, and the Rebbe was like asking, no, to say L'chaim. And it looked like people didn't respond. And after a while, the Rebbe said, it was such a great moment to say L'chaim. Because in this moment, if you would say L'chaim, what I meant to say L'chaim for the Russian Jews, at that time was the Iron Curtain around them. And if you would make L'chaim, we will have their salvation. So the Chassidim after this were a little concerned. How do we know? How do we know that this was the moment to make L'chaim for the Russian Jews, that they're suffering? How do we know this is the moment? But the Rebbe's point was, if you are really one with them, you should be sensitive enough to know their needs, feel their needs, and feel when the solution is coming. And if this is a moment that milamala from above, this is a time of salvation for them, you should have felt it for them. The Rebbe felt, because the Rebbe felt as one stone with everyone. But the Rebbe wanted from us to be the same. Feel the other Jew. Not only care for him, feel him. Feel his needs. Be concerned because it's you and you him. And this is why the Rebbe wanted, say L'chaim for the Russian Jews. This is the time, this is the moment. Feel them. Have yourself a great Shabbos. Let's learn the message. How should we care and love another fellow Jew?